Anyway, this thing startles and runs screaming down through the bush, and Robert comments something to the effect of, oh, fuck, or something. Then it broke down to a fast run, then a walk, stopped, grabbed hold of one of these bloodwood, I assume it was a bloodwood tree, and shook the crap out of it. There was then a call of a currawong, which is obviously asleep on the top. It fell down. You could hear it falling down through the branches, calling out until it thumped on the ground, and it went quiet. Now, currawong sound, I thought, well, that's the end of it. It then walked very casually down through the bush here and stopped. And I said to Robert, he was just sitting over here, I said to Robert, wait here, I'll go and get Ian, we'll get the cameras, we'll go and get the bed torches and that, and we'll come back and we'll go and see if we can photograph it. Robert wouldn't have anything to do with it. He said, I'm not being left here alone. I said, all right, we'll just go at a meeting, and they broke into a bloody fight in the middle of this documentary. And it was getting very violent. And the cameraman ran out of battery or tape or something. He said, stop it now. And they both looked at him and said, wait till I get a new battery and I'll start. And he said they stood there and they marched backwards and forwards like this. He put a new battery or tape on it and started, okay, go for it. No, he do it again. He said, he just told me that. Yeah, and so what we're up to. Yeah, so Robert and I came down through, and Robert stayed somewhere back here. And I went into the bush where I thought I last heard it. I then turned around to Robert, not knowing what was in front of me, and just said, are you ready for this? And we'll see if we can find something. He said, yeah, sure, go for it. I held up the torch over the top of my head, turned it on, the thing stood right up in front of me, leaned in my face and roared in my face. And then took off through the bush without thinking, and you might find this a bit hard to believe, but what happened is I followed in behind it. And it was clearing the path in front of me, and this stuff is thick, as you'll see later on, until the brain kicked in, which is either somewhere between 1 and 10 seconds later, because I had no idea what amount of time it was. I came back out up here with Robert and shone the torch in the swamp, and the growth has gone up a fair bit since then. But I could train the torch on its head, and all I can remember seeing was the head snapping around and seeing the red eyes like that as it roared.